Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. Whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is a 10-minute restorative practice. So just a nice, quick, sweet, slow, and nurturing practice. You will need a bolster for this class or a pillow. If you are using a pillow, I do suggest using one that is a little bit bigger, like one from your bed, just so that it can really support your body more fully. And when you're ready to go, let's go ahead and meet on the mat. We'll start off in a seated position with your legs out in front of you, knees bent, and feet nice and wide apart. Your hands can be behind your hips for support as you slowly begin to drop your knees to one side of your mat. Lift back through center and drop your knees to the opposite side. Again, knees come through center, drop up and over, then inhale through your center, exhale to the other side. Start to link your breath with your movement here. Inhaling as you come through the middle, exhaling as you drop your knees. An option to add on here, as you drop your knees to the side, you might let your upper body twist along with your knees, sweeping the opposite arm across your chest, and then bringing your hand back down behind you as your knees come through center. Inhaling through center, exhaling to drop your knees, maybe add that twist. And once more, we'll inhale through center, exhale, drop your knees to the other side. As you inhale to come back through center, bring yourself into just a cross-legged position. And we'll grab our prop here. So again, bolster, pillow, whatever you've got. Put it at the top of your mat, facing long ways here. From here, we're gonna find our legs in a swan position. So it's gonna look almost like a letter Z or letter S with your legs. Let's start with your right shin in front and your left leg to your side. Now, if this is feeling uncomfortable for you, then you can take that left leg, just stretch it out nice and long instead. Now, as you find this Z-legged position, we're gonna scoot that right hip all the way up to the base of your bolster. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Your bolster is at the top of your mat. From here, take an inhale to sit up tall, root down through your hips. As you exhale, start to turn your chest towards your bolster. Think about rooting your left hip back and down as you turn your left side ribs, and then slowly begin to lower yourself so that your torso can lay down on your bolster. Now you can turn your head in either direction, bringing either cheek onto your bolster. And if it feels like a far way to go to get to your pillow or bolster, you can always add a block or a second pillow underneath the top, so that you've got a little bit more room there for your body. And as you settle down, find that position that feels most comfortable for you. We'll stay for about a minute here once you find stillness. So with our restorative practice, the tricky part is actually letting your body relax into these postures. That's why we use props like our bolsters, so we have that added support to help your body feel safe to release. So hopefully throughout the length of this practice, you'll find a little bit more ease coming into stillness, inviting in that relaxation. But what I always find helpful, especially at the start, is to follow your breath. So as you land in these postures, really get curious about your inhales and exhales, letting your awareness be completely engulfed in that flow of your breath. You might even choose to count your inhales and exhales as you breathe in and out. We've got about 10 more seconds here on this side of our twist. One more full breath in and complete breath out. Now we'll transition nice and slowly here. Coming out the same way you came in, start by pressing down through your palms, starting to lift yourself up off of your prop, and then untwist your spine, bringing yourself back through center. Good. Take a moment here to swing that left leg around in front of you. Maybe stretch your legs, give them a shake, or simply find a cross-legged position. And then we'll switch to the other side. So option one is to keep your bolster as is and just turn your body. For the benefit of being on video, I'm just going to go ahead and bring the bolster over to the other side and switch out my legs. So when you're ready, this time we'll have left shin in front, right leg next to you in that Z formation. Making sure that your left hip is coming up next to your bolster here. So that short side of your bolster or pillow is meeting your hip. Now think about heaviness through your hips, even though they might not touch. That right hip will probably be a little bit lifted. That's okay. Take an inhale to sit tall. And then exhale to turn your chest. So finding this twist coming from your rib cage, and then slowly beginning to lower yourself down. Remember, you can rest on either cheek, whatever feels best for your neck. And if you'd like to lift the earth up to you a little bit more, you're always welcome to bring another prop underneath the top of your bolster or pillow. Now, I always like to rest with my arms just framing the bolster here. It feels most supportive and natural to me. But if there's another position that feels best for your arms, feel free to go there. We'll stay for about a minute on this side, just as we did on the other side. Allowing the weight of your torso to relax down onto your prop. Each round of breath an opportunity to sink into that release even more fully. It's not always an easy thing to let yourself relax. Just like anything on our yoga mat, it is truly a practice. So I always encourage you to bring some grace into this as well. Be easy with yourself as you learn how to relax more deeply. I've got about 30 more seconds on this side. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Ten more seconds to release into this gentle twist. Letting your legs, your hips stay heavy and rooted. And all together we'll take another breath in and breath out. Moving slowly, gently. Begin to bring your head back through center. Press through your palms to lift yourself up off of your prop. And then untwist, bringing your torso back through center. Swing that right leg around in front of you. Maybe stretch your legs long. Give them a shake, whatever feels sweet. And then let's bring our bolster or pillow to about the midpoint of your mat. And we'll place it now horizontally here. Once you have your your bolster set up, you can scoot yourself to sit on your bolster. You're going to aim your tailbone for that far edge, so closer to the bottom of your mat. From there, use your hands to help you as you start to lower yourself back. Knees will stay bent, feet planted to support you as you lower down, landing eventually with your sacrum completely supported by your bolster. And your middle back and upper back will be off of that prop, shoulders drawing back and down onto your mat. Once again, arms can find whatever position feels most comfortable. Perhaps palms facing up, fingers spread wide to help create some expansion through your chest. Setting up in our supported bridge pose here. Starting off with your feet planted, knees in line with your hips. And giving yourself a few rounds of breath to feel the weight of your hips sink down into the support of your prop. If it feels safe and comfortable for you, you might close your eyes here. Otherwise, eyes can stay open, nice soft gaze towards the ceiling. Now from here, you have the option to stay with your knees bent, feet planted. If you'd like an added stretch into your hip flexors, so the tops of your thighs, you can slowly begin to stretch your legs out long, one at a time, feeling a little extra stretch there through the tops of your legs. Now, if you do have the legs outstretched, check in, make sure your lower back is doing okay. And then one more option for you today, if you'd like. You can bring your feet back to the mat, and then one leg at a time, draw your knees in towards your chest. From there, with your hips supported by your prop, you can begin to extend your legs towards the sky, keeping a softness to your legs here. So the trick with this gentle inversion is to take any effort out of your lower body. So relaxing through your toes, the soles of your feet, the muscles of your legs. And just letting your legs be held in space. So option 1 is your knees bent, feet planted. Option 2, legs stretched out long on the mat. Option 3, gentle inversion with your legs reaching up to the sky. Maybe you choose a combination of all 3 today, whatever works for you. We've got 1 more minute here in whatever supported bridge variation you choose. Continuing to allow each round of breath be an opportunity to relax, finding new spaces in your body to soften, to let go of effort or tension. And we've got 30 more seconds here. If you do have your legs lifted to the sky in that inversion, I invite you to slowly re-bend your knees, bring your thighs towards your chest. One leg at a time, begin to drop the soles of your feet back onto the floor, meeting the earth. If your legs are stretched long, you may also start to re-bend your knees, plant through your feet, until we all meet back in this supported bridge. Now you have the option to stay here if you'd like, or pressing down through the soles of your feet, lift your hips, slide your block, your bolster out from underneath you, and slowly bring your hips down onto the mat. Might feel good here to stretch your legs out long, reaching for those bottom corners of your mat. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Allowing yourself a few more moments to enjoy your rest and relaxation. If you feel so inclined, of course, you are welcome to stay here in your Shavasana for longer. If you feel ready to seal your practice for the day, I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps start to roll your wrists and your ankles, welcoming some gentle movements back into your body. Eventually letting that movement roll you onto your right side, knees hugging up towards your chest, moving slowly through this place of transition. When the time feels right for you, you can press through your palms, rise on up until you find a seat on your mat. As you sit up nice and tall, you might choose to bring your palms together in front of your heart, gently bowing your chin towards your chest, taking a moment of gratitude for your practice today. And I thank you so much for choosing to meet me on the mat. Until we meet here again, be well.